Good evening, good evening, good evening. Uh, what's up? Anybody in the building? Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a mic check. If you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. Yeah, y'all coming on up here with a thumbs up. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. All right, Lady D said mic is good. All right, all right, all right. Well, I've been trying to get to this, but you know what I'm saying, this week been kind of hectic already. Getting ready to start a new job in orientation, so it's kind of hard for me trying to keep up with a lot of stuff right now. So you might just see me popping in and out, doing streams and videos and stuff. You know, I'm actually tired now, so this not going to be a very, very long stream at all. At least I'm trying not to make it a long stream. But always welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. What up, Lady D? What up, Raw B? What up, Brian? Make this go viral. Came early. What's going on, chick? Before I get into this, y'all know I've been covering the Jasler Adam case, and I guess to my surprise and not to my surprise, I ran into something. You know how people came in the chat room talking about Chicago's getting bad? Well, they're not lying, because just a day or two ago, I'm seeing news now that they had another violent weekend. All right, they had 45 that was shot, and 5 of them that was fatally shot over the weekend. Well, I see one of her saying 46 was shot and 7 killed in Chicago. Another violent weekend in Chicago. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, it's getting real down there. But then again, Memphis ain't no different, because I'm constantly, if y'all got the news break thing that come across your phone, in my local town, we getting kind of a lot of this shit too. Every time I get that news break shit in Memphis, somebody got shot, somebody got shot, somebody got shot. I think my homegirl was telling me the other day somebody baby got killed in Raleigh or Fraser or something. So I got to hear what's going on with that. So, you know, Memphis is getting just like that. I don't know, we touching Chicago in that area, but Memphis ain't no better. We're not no better. So, you know, I don't know what the fuck is going on with all this shit, though. I really don't. But I'll talk about that on another day. Right now, let me get into this show right here. God, why I keep going to that one? Yeah, man, Chi-Town is on fire for some reason. I don't know what's going on in 2021. Chi-Town ain't bullshitting. Shout out to my man, my YouTuber buddy, My Life in the Shot. He covered a lot of stuff down in Chicago, and every time I come across his channel, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. You know, this shit is crazy, man. I need to call him up and get him on the show, man, and let him talk, since I think he's actually down there, you know. That's probably what I need to do. Matter of fact, I probably need to holler at him when I get to doing this show and see he want to come and talk and show what's really going on down there, you know. Anybody else who y'all stay down there in Chicago, you want to come and tell me what's going on, man? Hey, I open my platform. Y'all tell me what's up, because these folks ain't showing no mercy to nobody. Not even true, no mercy to nobody. Then, speaking of Jaslyn, I don't know how true this is. Another YouTuber, Ma'Khia Red, shout out to Ma'Khia Red. She put up something on her channel, and may just go viral. You may can help me out with this, if you seen this. She put some on her channel saying that Jonte didn't even go to his daughter's funeral. Instead, he was making videos and music videos. I don't know how true that was. I watched a little bit of it. He was on Instagram doing what he do best, talking a lot of jibber jabber bullshit that we don't understand what the fuck he talking about. arguing with people on Instagram and whatnot. But if he did say he didn't go to the funeral, I didn't hear that part, you know. So I gotta probably shoot her a message and ask her what part did he say that he did not go to the funeral, you know, because I don't like people putting out false narratives. So that is true. I would like to hear that myself, because it's the same man who said, I'm not gonna die for my daughter or my kids, but I die for the homeless in the streets. Now I don't know, was he high on something, or that's what he really meant, or did somebody cut out a video that he did and just play that little part right there, but then play the whole damn video. But however, that came out of his mouth. I won't die for my children. I die for the homeless on the streets. So if that is true, that he meant to say that, then I probably can see that he didn't go to the funeral. But also, I guess I can understand why he didn't go to the funeral, because he probably feel like whoever's after him, they probably gonna get him at the funeral, because they shooting up funerals now. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, shit. This shit is stupid, and shit just blew my mind. And it's these young men. What up, Sadie? She said, shout out to you, Chris, for SLC Utah. Utah in the building, what's going on? Major Go Viral said, I assume he went. I never heard that he was looking forward to the funeral. You know what? I don't remember hearing him say that either, so that's why I'm saying it may got some truth to it. I don't know, but I didn't listen to a whole video, so I can't say. So I ain't finna sit up here and say that he actually didn't go, but I won't find it hard to believe by his behavior. I won't find it hard to believe. But anyway, guys, we'll talk about this some other time. And rest in peace to Pinky. Rest in peace to Pinky. Yes, I heard that too. The baby mom claimed that that's not his child. So if that's true too, then the whole family just dysfunctional. He dysfunctional. The baby mama dysfunctional. Everything that got anything to do with him and her is just total dysfunctional. But again, that's allegedly. I didn't hear it. She ain't came out and spoke it, so I can't say this shit is true. Y'all know me. I don't want to put out no false narratives. None whatsoever. So until I get concrete evidence that she did tell him that, meaning if I hear her say it, I'll believe it. I believe it. And if I hear him say that he didn't go to the funeral, that there will be my concrete evidence that he did not go. So I'm not going to put no false narratives out there on it. You know, I think he full of shit, but I'm not going to put that out here. What up, Pitch Out Girl? What up, London Lee? Oh, excuse me. Anyway, guys, I want to get to this right here. I'm real late with, well, not real late, but kind of late with this right here. And Ma'Khia Bryant mom, with her attorney, has came out and made a statement. And the statement pretty much saying that she feared that the foster system has failed the child. Well, that's why I put in the title, what do y'all think, for people who's going to watch now and for the people who are going to watch later. I would like to know what y'all think about this, because when I read some of the comments onto the Facebook about this, a lot of people ain't buying it. They ain't buying it. I see some people, females, they saying, well, ma'am, if you was there for your child like you was supposed to be, maybe she'll still be alive. I'm like, ooh, that's cold. Or is it cold? And he's coming from females saying this now, so I don't know. But anyway, let me pull this up, and I'm gonna let y'all hear it. And as always, share your thought as the program go on. Let me minimize that, and let's get it. Velasco said, I think she failed her child. Okay. Hey, that's why I say, what are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts?
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. My name is Michelle Martin of the Martin Law Firm.
And Brian, I just see what you said. I'm guessing you're talking about Pinky mom. I'm gonna say something about that in a minute. You know, you brought up something that made me think about something, so I'll talk about that after a while.
I'm here today representing the family of Ma'Khia Bryant. She was a 16-year-old vibrant, bubbly girl whose life was cut short by many of our failing systems. I'm here with the family to be a voice for Ma'Khia, for Janiyah, for Azaria, for their siblings, and for their family. This injury goes deep. This is a deep-seated issue that has boiled over into a vile result, a tragedy that took place on April the 20th. We are here and we're going to investigate every agency that had a time and an opportunity to prevent Ma'Khia's death. I stand here with her family, committed to getting answers. We'll be calling for a couple federal investigations, one being from the Health and Human Services, asking that we look into Ohio's foster care system, starting here in Franklin County.
Now, one thing she just said I would like to get an understanding in, she said they're going to investigate the foster system, and which I think they should. I think they should, no doubt about it. I think all of them need to be investigated. But then she said, I guess they could have prevented this death, but I want to know how. You know, I want to know how could they prevent this. You know, let's continue.
We're also going to be calling for a Department of Justice investigation into the shooting, and we're still investigating who else could be at fault, because this can't happen again. I've served as guardian ad litem for over 200 children.
Yeah, you want to come up and say something? Yeah, I'll take calls. Yeah, you want to come up and say something? Yeah, I'll take them.
For the past decade, I've seen the pain in their eyes far too often. And we need to protect and cherish all of our children, especially those in distress who need us the most. And so we will push for those investigations beyond this shooting. All systems failed her. Now the family is here in pain. Today, we're going to talk about that pain. We have to protect our youth, Ohio. If we sweep this under the rug without answering to Ma'Khia's pain, then we fail her again. I hear the anger of those who want to make the counter argument of what happened in that moment. But if you aren't angry about why this happened, if you're not angry about why this continues to happen, then you are truly the problem. We have to protect our children. They are our core. We have to do more. Ma'Khia deserves more. Ma'Khia Bryant deserves justice. I would like for you to hear from her mother and a couple of her family members as to their pain. This is Ma'Khia's mother, and she's going to talk to you just a bit.
Hello, my name is Paula Bryant. I'm Ma'Khia's mom. And I want the world to know my baby was an innocent, talented, bubbly, loving teenager. She never should have been gone off this world. She had a full life ahead of her that ended in a tragedy. I love my baby. She was a good little girl. She was very sweet and caring and loving. She was a Christian, and she didn't deserve this. It hurts me so bad. Words can't even explain how I feel right now that I had to bury my beautiful daughter.
Yes, I'm Marlon Hernandez. I'm Ma'Khia Bryant's father. To know Ma'Khia is to know life. Meaning God, Father, Son. That was her spirit. It was calm. Excuse me. I'm sorry right now. But it was to know her was to know peace. She was here with me for 16 years. She was able to be my peacemaker. Anytime I was feeling bad, Ma'Khia made me feel better. She was there. She was a courageous child. She always had her mother instinct with my other children. She's an angel that God made me for 16 years, and I gotta understand why, but it's His time. Yep.
Hi, I'm the grandmother of Ma'Khia Bryant. From the time this baby was brought home, those are the thoughts that keep running through my mind. I named her my sugar mama. She said to me once, she said, Grandma, how come you love us so much? I loved her so much because I love my son. I loved her so much because I love children. And now my baby's gone. I would come home oftentimes, and Ma'Khia's cleaned up the whole house. She's got the candles on. Everything's just fine. It's a couple of Sundays before Ma'Khia passed, we were in the car. We kept singing the song, I Want to Bless Her. We were so happy, her and her sisters and me. We were so happy for something tragic like this to happen. It's unimaginable. So I want justice for my grandbaby. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Myra Duke. I'm Ma'Khia's aunt, and
Pretty chocolate girl. That's why I was sitting here looking the way I'm looking. When he came up, that's why I was looking the way I look. You know, I mean, can you really take him serious? I don't know.
I live out of town. I live in Atlanta, but whenever I would come in town, I would ensure that I would always go see her. She had a vibrant personality. She was a beautiful girl, not only on the outside, but also on the...
Sundance Rider, do me a favor. Type that again in all capital letters, please.
Oftentimes,
Hey, Sarah.
Timer, she would show me.
Hey, good day, Tina Powers.
Help her out
What's
with
going
her
on?
schoolwork.
Y'all get that likes
She
up for
would
your boy.
cook.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Look,
you.
Auntie, look what I made. It's unreal that our family has to suffer this tragedy, and it didn't have to end this way. At this time, as you can already imagine, the family is grieving, so trying to figure out what to say at this time and who to say it to is very difficult. And so we definitely ask your patience. I know that there will be follow-up, and we will reach out to all of you. At this time, we are still investigating, but you will continue to hear our voices. Over the next coming days, you will get familiar with this space and these spaces, because we cannot let this stand. I am an advocate for children in Franklin County, in Central Ohio, and if God willing, the world one day. But we have to start with where we are at home, and this can't happen in our backyard. We can't allow this to happen. We can't let this stand. And so right now we would just ask your respect while the family grieves. Tomorrow there will be services held, and as the details of those unfold, if you haven't already found out, we will make sure that if necessary that information is released to you. And I thank you so much for your time. I want to say if there's any questions, but I feel like...
Thank you, Sundance. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we have Mom, Paula Bryant. I'll let Dad say his name because he has an name.
Myron M. The father.
Grandmother.
Janine Hammond, the grandmother of Ma'Khia Bryant.
And I'm Myra Drew, the aunt.
Can you offer any clarity on what circumstances led up to Ma'Khia being placed in foster care?
At this point in time, I will not be offering up that information. However, as the investigation is ongoing, the story of how Ma'Khia Bryant was placed in foster care and remained in foster care, what we believe too long, will unfold.
And then can you offer any clarity on what the reason, I mean, you have to have some reason for asking the Department of Health and Human Services to launch an investigation. What is your justification for this investigation?
Well, they oversee Child Protective Services, and so they also govern the federal, they also govern the way in which our laws are implemented here. And so while we may not see that there, as the investigation unfolds, I believe that it's deeper, that it's more of a policy issue and a cultural issue. And so it's hard for us to kind of see ourselves with our own implicit bias and lens on. So sometimes it's better to have an oversight function come in and provide that for you and provide the recommendations so that we can improve. That's the goal here, right? To get better.
Do you guys want to see any type of justice against the officer?
It depends on what the investigation produces. I mean, I think that all of us can agree here that we think the shooting happened and it should not have happened. All the things that led up to that I believe are still unfolding. It was extremely tragic. If you ask me, I do believe that the officer responded too aggressively, to say it mildly.
Oh wow.
You know, I believe
Wow.
that
Oh wow.
she was shot as if she was a target, and I can't sleep at night with that. So I want to see what the investigation produces, because I am also a lawyer, and I know that we have to use our legal tools and skills and expertise in order to get justice for this family. So, you know, I know what my heart tells me, but I also know what the law says. And so I'm interested to find out how we can use both to get justice for her.
Myron, can I ask you a question? Were you there the day?
You cannot ask Myron any questions, I'm sorry. You can ask them to me.
Can I ask? Was he there the day of the shooting?
We'll tell you that later.
Can you confirm that it was either Ma'Khia or her sister who called 911?
I will not confirm that at this time, but I do thank you for your question.
Have you filed a notice of plea with the city?
There has been nothing filed yet. I just got on board, but we'll file. If you have anything that you believe would be instrumental in helping us with this investigation, I'm open to that as well. We got to get this solved. This is a problem.
Do you believe that the foster home where she was living and the foster parent did anything wrong in terms of raising her for
Yes.
the day of being there?
Yes, I do.
Stand on that?
I will not be elaborating at this moment because I want to make it about Ma'Khia and talking about her family and introducing you guys to her and just the beautiful, all of you seen pictures of her, you've seen the TikToks, you've heard her speaking. And so I just wanted to take this moment to at least give her a voice and let you know that we will be speaking with you further and we'll help the story unfold and we will tell you Ma'Khia's story.
When is the funeral services?
Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's Friday?
No, it's Friday.
I'm sorry, Friday. Friday. So that's why I said we'll let you know the details later, but it's Friday. I'm thinking today's Thursday. Sorry, guys.
Are the media allowed in the funeral?
That's up to the family, and they're still discussing that. We will release that by the end of today.
How long was Ma'Khia in foster care?
And actually,
It's
we're
very
gonna.
hard for them. And I'm glad you asked that question.
Thank you so much. She'll take interviews later. I appreciate it, though. We're gonna stop taking questions right now. I appreciate your time.
We need
Damn,
to
she
be
cut the mom off. Damn, the mom
And we're
finna
not
tell.
completely reunified.
Thank you.
And you told the Daily Mail that you were expecting the baby to be fine in a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry.
Well, this is what you already
I
told
know,
the
but
Daily Mail.
that's an interview that I had no control over. We're talking about today, please. I thank you. We're gonna step over here.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. Well, first of all, let me say this. They did lay the young lady to rest. So, you know, they resting, how y'all say it now, rest in heaven. You know, so they did lay her to rest. So let me show my respect as far as that part. Now, however, right, that's what I feel. Thank you, conservative. Thank you. That I was just finna get at. Somebody had asked her how long she been in the foster care system. The mom was finna tell how long she been in there, but the attorney cut her off. Now I was like, damn, you know, oh shit. So, but I guess that's the attorney job is, you know, keep everything confidential until it's time for the big guns to be brought out. But, you know, some of these questions that the media asks, I don't think they hard questions, you know, or they should be questions that the parents should not be allowed to answer. I think that's something that she should be able allowed to answer because that's not putting out nothing incriminating as far as I know. I think she should have let the mom answer that question, you know, how long she been in the foster care system, you know, because here's the thing, if she's worrying about people talking, then it's too late for that because we already talking. Everybody talking, the whole world talking, I'm talking. Everybody else who covering this story talking. People on social media talking, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, where else they can post this story on. They are talking. So a lot of people do want to know that question, how long she was in there. And the second question is why she was in there. All right. Now I got sent something saying why she was in there, but they want me to pay for it, for me to read it. And I'm contemplating do I want the information just that bad enough to pay for it to get it? And the reason I say that because I'm only going to pay just for that article. But why would I waste some money for like a whole month or a whole 6 months or something just to read one damn article? That'd just be a waste of fucking money. But I don't know. It all depends on how bad I want the information or how bad I want to know. I don't know. You know, I may consider it. Because a lot of people want to know that. And that's probably why they're making people paying for it, because it's out of Columbus. And a lot of people want to know why she was in the foster system. But however, with that being said, again, rest in heaven, young lady. With that being said, I got something I want to pull up that I had a couple people send me. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't know how true this is, and I don't know if this website is credible. All right? I don't know how credible this website is, so y'all take it how it's given, or take it with a grain of salt, like some people say. But I want y'all to look at that title right there. It says, Ma'Khia Bryant's mom previously was charged with child endangerment and assault. And it said, father kicked girl in the video had an extensive criminal background. Now, the reason I say I don't know if this is a dependable article, because somewhere in this article it's going to say that we're going to be talking about this story tonight on YouTube. So whoever put this up must have a YouTube channel that they talking about this. So I can't say this credible or not. It could be somebody just throwing shit out there. I don't know. And another reason why I'm saying it, because something like this, usually you have quite a few social sites that have this. But I only seen 2 or 3 on so far that have this. And that's this site right here. I know I saw it on Reddit. And I can't remember what's the third website I seen it on. But yeah, but this was supposed to be going on out here, that Ma'Khia mom was hit with child endangerment at some point and assault. And father who kicked the girl, he had an extensive criminal background. All right. And it goes on to say this right here. And look how they putting it up in here. Editor's notes, it said, we will be discussing Ma'Khia Bryant's entire ratchet family on the live show tonight at 9 p.m. And it says, click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss an episode. Now, again, let me add another reason why I don't know if it's credible or not, because why would you put an article claiming the family is ratchet, you know? So, I don't know. But this is what they putting out there. And if anybody can confirm this, you know, I welcome you to confirm it. The other day, I published a blog criticizing Paula Bryant, the mother of 6-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant, who was killed by Columbus police while trying to stab an unidentified black woman wearing pink. Paula Bryant blamed the cops for the death of her daughter while taking no accountability for herself, despite the fact that her troubled child was in foster care and instigated the entire incident, which was all caught on film. Then it goes on to say, however, it turns out mom is a liar. Her father was involved in a fight, which we did see that. And both of them have a long and documented criminal history. Ma'Khia was on the honor roll at Independence High School, where she was from the only child who had the misfortune of having parents who put apostrophes in their names. They put up the honor roll up here. And I guess they doing this to prove that Ma'Khia Bryant's name was never on here. Whoever put this up, they did some deep searching. Unless this a whole bullshit article. They did some deep searching. And I don't see Ma'Khia's name on here on the honor roll. I don't. But again, let me not stress it enough. I mean, I can't say if this is credible or not. This could be somebody who got hatred for the family. Or this could be somebody who just blowing smoke about ass. I don't know. But I know it was sent to me a couple of times. And look, they showing all this shit on the road first and second 9 weeks. Her name ain't nowhere on here. Then it said this. Mr. Bryant said he did not know how Ma'Khia Bryant ended up in foster care, but he said that her mother, Paula Bryant, who works as a nursing assistant in Columbus, had been working toward a reunion. Paula was working extremely hard to get Ma'Khia back into her home, working to do everything right, Mr. Bryant said. Ms. Bryant had been enrolled at Independence High School in Columbus in February. Jacqueline Bryant, a spokeswoman for Columbus City School, who is not related, said her teachers reported that in the short time Ms. Bryant was there, she was very respectful, attended school each day, and was eager to learn. Then it said it took 3 minutes of Googling to figure that one out. Although it isn't the biggest deal that Paula Bryant lied about her on-the-road daughter, it does establish that 1, she can't be trusted, and 2, the media will blindly repeat anything that makes the victim of a police shooting look good. Well, I kind of agree with him on whoever put it, and I kind of agree with them on that. You know, you got a lot of them that do that. You know, they be dead wrong, but try to dress the victim up as if they did nothing wrong. So I got to give it to them on them. I agree with that. It said Paula Brown was charged in 2004 with domestic violence and assault. The charges were ultimately dismissed after she pleaded guilty on amended charges. And I guess this must be her arrest record. God damn. October the 6th. Well, I guess. I don't know. The attorney name was Elizabeth Hall. Charges: domestic violence, knowingly caused physical harm. Dismissed final 5/25/2005. We go another dismissed on 5/25/2005. Assault. Another dismiss. You got a transfer. Unavailability of accused. Unavailability of accused. Arrest bond. Change of case. Domestic violence at the workhouse. The bonding company was called Way Out Bail Bonds. I mean, whoever these people are that did some deep searching or whatnot. There they go again. Domestic violence. Domestic violence. Disorderly conduct. Guilty amended charge. Then it goes on to say, maybe she didn't assault people and endanger her own children, then her child wouldn't have been in foster care in the first place. In the video, you can see Ma'Khia storm out of the house and run one of the other girls over. You then see a man come out of nowhere and kick the girl in the head while she's down as Ma'Khia goes to stab the girl in the pink. They say that man is apparently her father, Myron Hammonds, who's a real Jim himself. I guess that's the dad right there. You can hear him after the shooting at 4:35 repeating, "Yeah, that's my baby," and "Is you stupid? She's a kid." And yeah, we all heard that. Then it said Ma'Khia was having problems with the 2 girls she attacked because they used to live in a foster home, stopped by a lot, and criticized Ma'Khia for not making her bed and keeping the house clean. She reached her breaking point, and before someone called the cops, she called up her father to help take care of the other girls. Myron Hammonds has had a warrant out for his arrest since January. Gee, wow. State of Ohio versus him in 2018. Filed March 11, 2018. He has a long documentary. God damn. I don't know. He plays a loving dad on his Facebook page, but he had to be taken to court to prove that he was the father. They even got the paternity case on here. Jesus Christ. Somebody named Myra Duke. Donnie Bryan, we are hearing so many different sides of Ma'Khia's situation. I'm going live with CNN tonight at 7 p.m. to talk more about what's happening. Make sure you tune in. That was on April the 22nd. I guess this Facebook stuff. Damn. She's alive today because of the heroism of the police. Wow. Somebody named Turtle Boy. Where the fuck going on? All right, so this was sent to me again, guys. I mean, look, take it for how you take it. I can't say this is. I don't know if this credible or not. But I will say this. However, reading it, to me, it just sounds like somebody, possibly could be somebody that was close to them, and feeling bitter about something and wanting to air them out, like a lot of people do on social media. You know, you okay with everything until something happens that get you upset, and then you want to come air out the family and try to make them just look like demons of the world. Nah, which it could be true, which it could not be true. I don't know. But for somebody to go do that much searching to put these folks out, you know, they really trying to make a point. Well, what point they trying to make? Well, we all know the point they're trying to make. They're trying to make that the dad and the mom is shitty. I get the point they're trying to make. You know, but again with that, we have seen a lot of articles and stuff on social media that people just blow smoke up your ass. You know, they just throw shit out there to say they was the one to put that out there. So like when other people like me read it or whatnot, you know, for the sake of saying that I wasn't the first one to put it out there, we put that out there first. You know, some people do it like that, you know, to be the first to put it out there. And how some of y'all say, something chasing. What's that shit called? Clout chasing? Is that what it called? Clout chasing. Yeah, it could be somebody clout chasing. I don't know, but again, the simple fact that no other websites has put this up, that kind of catches my attention, because something like that's been put out there, it'll be a whole lot of news articles that will have that and say, hey, this man, which claims to be her dad, they've been in and out of jail. This mom who's putting on a show for the camera, you know, is not all that and a bag of chips too, you know. But considering they the only one who got it, and I only seen other places I seen it was on Reddit, then they talk about come watch us on YouTube, it's making me think that, you know, some of this may not be true, or all of it may not be true. So I can't say, amen. I can't say. So, you know, again, until I guess we get some concrete shit that comes out and say that this is true, I guess I'll believe it 100%. I will. But right now, I just can't believe that 100% that all that is true. You know, but hey, you know, you're going to put stuff out there. You got to have, you want to put stuff like that out there, man, you got to have something to back it up. So I didn't watch that YouTube channel. I don't know if they actually did the show, or did they provide any proof to back up their claims to say that these people like that, you know. But however, though, you know, I guess with some people it may sound plausible because, one, the girl been in foster care. All right. Two, they say the dad stayed right down the street from the foster mom. Now, I ain't never heard that shit before, but they said he stayed right down the street from the foster mom. He stayed right down the street. So, I don't know. I don't know. All right? I don't know. Oh, my man London said he want to tell me a story about his sister or something. So, let me open up my string, y'all, for you, bro. And in the meantime, I want to play this article for y'all. And it says, court admissions redactions leaving more questions than answers in Ma'Khia Bryant custody. All right, maybe this article will give us some answers. So let's have a listen while I open the stream, y'all, for my man London Link.
Is 2 years old. We asked to see what happened in the 16-year-old's case since then and what prompted abuse and neglect allegations. What we received from the court, though, is leaving us with more questions than answers.
Hey.
A tragedy. 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant seen holding a knife and approaching another girl, shot to death by Columbus police in the driveway of her foster home 2 weeks ago. Her family's attorney said she just moved to Legion Lane in February of this year, but in March, we're told this is the call her 15-year-old sister made to police.
I want to leave this foster home.
Okay, what's going on? Why do you want to leave?
You know, my sister got in a fight and I don't want to be here no more.
Ma'Khia's sister said she'd been in the foster home for about a year and wanted to go. Ma'Khia's mom, Paula Bryant, told reporters last week that her daughter had been kept from her for too long and she now needs to be united with all of her kids. We asked the juvenile court for access into Ma'Khia's past abuse and neglect cases to see what was alleged and what was decided. This is what we received. Judgments for nearly a dozen cases looking like this, full of redactions. While we know Ma'Khia was made ward of the state or considered to have inadequate parental care at least 4 times since she was a toddler, the courts don't reveal why and when she was returned to family. In February 2019, the courts determined Ma'Khia was neglected, but her mom emphatically denied all allegations of abuse. 1 year later, Paula Bryant contacted us at WSYX On Your Side with this email. She was asking for help with her son. She wrote, COVID-19 is spreading at St. Vincent Behavior Residential Program in Columbus, Ohio. My son has been quarantined and is unable to come home. Paula's attorney, Michelle Martin, called for a federal investigation into Ohio's foster care system, citing policy and cultural issues. Franklin County Children's Services has also yet to release any specifics in Ma'Khia's case before her death. In fact, this is the call to 911 their social worker made at the Legion Lane foster home only 2 days after Ma'Khia's death.
And I'm coming to pick up the belongings of the children that lived in this home.
Mm-hmm.
But there are media people outside. And so just wondering, I don't know, if the police can come to kind of be kind of like an escort.
Are you picking up any of the other child or just the belongings?
We already have all of the children. We just need to pick up their items, their personal items.
So the attorney for the family said the
We already have the other children. We just need to get the items.
foster care system responded too aggressively. Again, we're trying to see records to understand those claims, and I have filed more public information requests today with the courts. We're also receiving emails from our viewers demanding this information, saying they do not feel like they're getting the full story. On your side in the newsroom, I'm Lisa Rontolo for WSYX News.
Okay. Well, I diggity damn. All right. Yeah. All right. She contacted the news station and he's quarantined, not able to come home, so I'm assuming he was in foster care too, or he is in foster care. They want the feds to look into the Ohio's foster care system, citing policy and cultural issues. The family said Ma'Khia moved to Legion Lane in February of this year. In March, her 50-year-old sister called 911 saying she had gotten into a fight and she didn't want to live at the Legion Lane address anymore. Usually, when they get the court docs, they would put them up in here somewhere, but I don't see it. So, again, that's why I said to y'all in the beginning of the show, some people are saying, and these women are saying this, that, ma'am, if you had your daughter and took care of your daughter like you're supposed to, then your daughter may be still alive today. So again, I'm seeing a lot of comments where people not buying it. I see a lot of comments where people are still blaming the cops, saying he's wrong. You know, I mean, everybody got mixed emotions about this story, and I guess a lot of people is on the fence. They won't say yay or nay until they get the full story of what's going on here. That I guess they can make their judgment on how they feel what's going on, which I think a lot of us probably should be on the fence until we get all full details. Then we can make our judgment to say, hey, okay, then now that we know this, you know, this, that, and a third, you know, a lot of us probably need to do that, you know. So, yeah, man, this shit is crazy. God damn, it's crazy. Excuse me. I think my man London Lincoln made it up here. Let me see. Yeah, he did make it here. What's going on, bro?
Oh, nothing much, nothing much. I just wanted to get up here and say, talk about something that I feel like my sister is doing. It's kind of like going down the same route that this young lady's mom is going down.
All right, talk to me.
My sister, like, she typically dates guys like the guy in the video, the father who's out here kicking people in the head. She dates guys like that.
Okay.
I recently found out that she had a lot of stuff going on as far as like going to jail and stuff for fighting boyfriends and things like that. Now she has 2 kids. I have an older niece, she's like 7, and she has a brand new son that's like he might be like 6 months now, 6, 7 months now. But me and my dad are actually kind of scared now that they might be put in the system because it was a more recent incident, which kind of ties in also to the story of the guy at McDonald's where it might not be his kid because the dude who she claimed was the baby dad apparently is not the baby dad. So one day recently, I guess they got into it because both of them have domestic assaults against each other, things like that. So I guess one day he gets mad. He takes my nephew, the baby that's like 6 months, try to take him and bring him back to her. Now she was at work at the time, and she's very ignorant. So she's like, "F you, you gonna keep him, whatever." So this guy actually brings the baby to the house, leaves the baby on the porch, and leaves.
Whoa, who did that?
The boyfriend who we originally thought was the baby dad but wasn't. We didn't find that out till later.
Whoa, he brought the child where and did what now?
So he originally was going to take the baby to her, but she was at work. He decided, well, I don't even know if this baby mine or not. Later on, we found out it wasn't, but this is before we found that out. And he was like, I'm going to take the baby and drop him off at the house. Now, my sister knew this because he actually told her. Like, okay. I'm going to take the baby, drop him off at the house. My sister just cursed him out. Was like, "You ain't gonna do nothing." And I kept trying to talk to her before all of this, telling her like, "You got to choose better, high integrity guys. I don't know why you like these type of dudes, but you got to choose better." So he takes the baby, drops the baby off on the porch, leaves. Luckily, her mom came home from work early. I think that was a godsend, honestly. She came work from home for work early, and seeing the baby on the porch was like, "What the heck is going on?" You know what I mean? Because she didn't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. Her mom did, because we got different moms same day. And now my sister's under investigation with basically the state and stuff for her kids. And on top of that, she has the record of being domestic assault against dude against her and some old dudes I guess she didn't dated. She got all type of records with these guys. So yeah, now me and my dad kind of scared that my niece and my nephew gonna be in foster care, or one of us gonna have to step up our game because it's looking bad right now. And I'm sorry, good.
How long she been dating this dude?
Well, she been, I guess 1.5 years now. But I mean, it seems like all the dudes are the same. They pretty much street life and things like that. And I'm like, dude, you can't be out here lying to dudes about who baby they are, who the baby belongs to, Then on top of that, you know, these dudes, like, they're like shoot 'em up type dudes. Like, they shoot up a building and stuff like that. So I'm like, you live in this lifestyle that you wasn't even built for, because she's not even like this. You know what I mean? And now she got it under investigation and stuff. So we're scared right now about the kids and stuff. So I'm like, my niece can definitely grow up and be just like this young lady as well. And she's already kind of like flipped at the lip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she fights a lot now. And I had to, like, when she came out to visit me, because, you know, I remember I told you I was from Illinois, but I live in a different state now. When she came out to visit me, because my younger brother, who's 2 years younger than me, brought her out here to visit, I can tell that she already had a lot of them issues. You know what I mean? Like, from just dysfunction. So I'm like, now if she goes in foster care, all it's going to do is amp it up.
How old is she?
My niece is 7. My sister's 24.
No. The one you saying is they dating all these dudes.
She's 24.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask the audience too, because a lot of times, and you know the old people say this too back in our time. They say they're young. They use that as the reason why girls pick them kind of guys, because they're young and dumb and full of what? Full of calm. How much of that do you agree with? Do you think it is because of the age? Why they keep picking people like that, you know, or what do you think they're looking for at that age?
Well, in my opinion, and this is weird because this is why me and her don't get along a lot. She blocked me like for years sometimes, but years at a time. Is because me and my dad, it was very much in our life. So she had an example of a father who was there, who was active and things like that, and would have did anything for her. All she had to do was just basically cooperate. But she rebelled, and I think some of that is her mom's side, unfortunately. And I think she rebelled, and then she also thinks that life is exciting. Because, like, I even had a talk with her when 2 years ago, before she even had this baby, like 2 or 3 years before she even had this baby, we had took all my younger siblings to New York, and I sat her down while we was out there and I talked to her, because me and her haven't talked. And I asked her, well, you know, what make these dudes so exciting? You know what I mean? And she was like, oh, they just, you know, they shooting up stuff, da 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 da. And I'm like, but you do.
Whoa, she said that?
Yeah, Chris.
She said
Chris. That? She said she like dudes who shoot up places, and
that's not funny, but seriously,
it ain't
she
funny.
said that?
Chris, my other brothers, because it's 4 boys and her, and then I got another stepsister, then another half sister, and she said that everybody's jaw dropped. Now me, I'm used to talking to her, so I wasn't surprised by his response. And the way she talked about these dudes, you would have thought they had a PhD in street pharmacy. So, and I'm
what
like,
up, Keisha? What up, Keisha?
So I tried to talk to her like in high school, because the first father of the girl, he was a high school dropout, and I was one of the first people she called when she first got pregnant with her daughter. And then I'm like, how did you make the same mistake again? But I'm like, what keeps drawing you to these dudes? So she said she liked the guys who shoot them up and everything, and I told her, and my brothers were laughing. I was like, I never thought of this. I said, okay, so you like guys who rough, who shoot up places, things like that, right? Why not date a dude in the military? They shooting people up and stuff, but they got better benefits than a black and mild and a dove sack. So all my other brothers was like, dang, I never thought of that. I said it's the same concept, just in a more positive way. They fight for the country.
So what would be her response when you bring that to her? Because you actually got a point. So what would be her response?
Oh no, I said that to her. Her response was like, well, it ain't no guys in my neighborhood that would be like going to the military. I said, do you know how many guys that live in poverty go to the military? Like, it's probably more guys in poverty that go to the military that come from nicer neighborhoods, is what I had to explain to her. And I was like, but where would you go to look for these guys? That's going to be the problem. Not spaces you probably go to. And she was like, oh, well, I know I'm doing something wrong, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I said, oh my God.
So and that's why I asked you. That's why I asked you, and I asked people in the audience. Is it really because they're young, or what you just said right there? Because at 24 years old, you see what the hell is going on. So can you really just say I was young, the reason why I kept dating these thug ass dudes? When you know what they doing. You say you like them because they shooting up stuff. And you saying you know that's wrong to date them. So when we use that term, say, oh, they just young, they going through a phase, they get over it. Is it really fair to say that they're doing it because they're young when they actually know?
I do think inherently they like guys who are, I guess I don't even like using these terms, like considered alpha, but I also think that the concept of what is alpha is also kind of skewed to where it's like just a guy who's walking around beating up people, I guess, is more or less what most people, I guess, have the ideology of. I would argue though in her case, like I said, my dad was there and he's a regular square dude who's been a truck driver forever, take care of his household, take care of his kids. I lived with my dad. She could have, she just chose not to. So it's not like he wasn't there for us. So I'm like, what example did you have that was bad that made you feel like, and it's like all her brothers went to college or the military or Navy or something like that. I'm like, you didn't even have no brothers that had a bad example. Your father was a bad example. I don't know why you chose this life. That's what I was really confused about with her.
I wish I had answered that too, bro, but apparently there is no answer. I guess my next question would be, I guess my next question would have been on that. Hey, Midnight Green. I guess my next question would have been, did they cage her up? Because I know a girl now that when she was growing up, she was caged up, and I knew when she got let free.
Oh yeah, I know what you're
She's gonna
talking
be
about.
all over the place.
Kind of like the pastor's kids.
Yeah. And when that girl got free, when she got free, she was all over the place. I mean, man, fucking and sucking every damn thing, and would literally tell me that's what she was doing. But I knew that was going to happen because she was caged up too much. She was being hid from the world, and even her sister. People was telling me, man, that girl, wow, she went out, she's stripping, and I think she's sucking and fucking everything. So I'm not surprised that this happened because they caged her up. And that would be my next question to you. Go ahead.
No, my sister wasn't caged up. Like, we tried to get her out and about. I would go, pick her up when I was old enough to start driving stuff. I would go see her and stuff and take her to breakfast or like take her to lunch. My dad did also. My dad always did it, and even his wives would take her and go get nails done and things like that and get her out the house, you know what I mean, and out the house. So plan trips like to Disneyland and things like that. So I would say no. She wasn't like a caged bird that got out like sometimes like the preacher kids do. That's what I always use as a reference. The preacher kids, they cage the preacher kids up, then all of a sudden they get grown and they out here reckless.
Yeah, man, and wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And Sunday's writer said something to you earlier, bro. Let me read this to you. They said, Chris, tell the young man that watching out for his niece and nephew would be helpful because he's seeing his sister's true character. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, yeah, keep doing your thing, bro.
Well,
doing your thing.
Well, that's the thing though too. But she just recently unblocked me like a week or two ago, after like a year and a half, because me and her got into it because I be on her case all the time. And she always say, "You act just like Dad," and then she blocked me for a year. So yeah, me and her just start talking again. I'm gonna try to do what I can though. Because I told my dad like, if we gotta split the kids, I wouldn't want to do that because obviously kids attach to each other, but we can do whatever we got to do. I know my dad was saying he would definitely take at least the oldest daughter. I said, okay, well, I'll take the son. Like I make sure that I take him then if nobody else is out there where they're at. Because obviously I don't have to move out of state. But like anybody out there who say they can't do it, if my dad can't manage to do it under the circumstances because it's like he's a baby, then I definitely would try to at least make my effort to. So I talked to my girl about it, and I was like, remember I told you, So I talked to my girl about it. So she was like, I mean, if you got to do what you got to do, I'm not going to tell you not to help your sister.
Well, when it comes to stuff like that, especially with the foster system or whatever the case, they may work in the court system or whatever, a lot of people don't want to get involved in that, and I guess in some sense it's understandable, but if you feel these children are in danger, then I say fuck what they think, because what's more important, what I'm saying, the children or worrying about what somebody going to think because you try to protect children. Because obviously, if she keep bringing these people around her children,
right?
And this is why I say, if you got people who do this stuff in the street, and you let them come around your children after they just got through doing that stuff in the street, they bringing that shit home.
Yeah, and that's what I told her too. Because I said, if you're in this car with my nephew or niece, and one of these dudes is shot up somewhere, and then they retaliate while you're in the car. Then
thank you.
When the police get there, you do realize your kids get taken, right? Like that's what's going to happen.
So, bro, I would say the same thing, man. Hey, whatever your dad, man, do what y'all can, man, to try to protect them children. False up blocking you, you might well get used to that. You know how people is, man, especially family members. They feel like they can tell the truth about you, but as soon as you say something about them that is the truth, oh, it's like you the piss in their Cheerios. And I know we all have been there before. They feel like they can tell you anything they want to tell you about you, whether it's true or not, and you supposed to take it and suck it up. But as soon as you tell them something about themselves, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about when you my blood. I see what the fuck you doing. So it's okay for you to tell me about myself. But when I tell you about yourself, I gotta get blocked and I'm all this, that, and the third. So man, look, sometimes we gotta look at that shit and say, hey, the truth hurts. And a lot of people say, I want you to be 100 with me. But when we do be 100, we don't like it. And I think a lot of us like that. We don't like it, but depending on what your mindset is, you will take heed to it. Be like, okay, well, yeah, but I ain't like you saying that to me, though. But when you sit back and look, sometimes we do catch ourselves doing the things that the people tell us that we do. I got a best friend right now named Angela. She used to always come to me about certain shit doing this, doing that, doing that. And she got on my goddamn nerves doing that shit, man. But she got on my goddamn nerves doing it, man. But at the end of the day, the stuff that she was telling me, I saw myself doing it. And she was right. And it made me a better person. Now, I appreciate her for talking to me and telling me what I needed to hear versus what I wanted to hear. Because she never did that. She always going to tell me what I wanted to hear, what if I like it or not. Just like Brian, my man Brian in the building. You know what I'm saying? When he talk to y'all in the chat room, when y'all go back and forth, he'll do that shit with me. He hold no bars. He do it with me. So and Nate who came on my show, one of the last streams I did, Nate don't hold nothing back. He do the same thing to me. And again, these are fellas. They may say something I don't like, but at the end of the day, if they mean well, they gonna tell you well. And that's anybody. If they mean well, they're gonna tell you well. We keep telling people what they want to hear, how we expect them to learn. We keep stroking people's ego, telling them what they want to hear. Coddling them, yeah, that's not gonna get them nowhere. That ain't doing but pacify them. And we too grown for that now. So, brother, hey, she block you. Hey, take it for what it is. Say, all right, you'll be all right. Just tell her, you'll be all right. She'll come back around. But, people like her, it's going to take her to get knocked on her ass to see where she fucking up at. And a lot of us like that. Once she get knocked on her ass, then she'll start to see what's the real, So, just keep doing your thing, bro. Much respect to you, my man. Much respect to you.
Always respect to you too, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. You guys, I'm gonna get back on the chat.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, no problem.
Appreciate you. My man, London Link. Yeah, though, that's just real talk, though, man. We too grown to be coddled around here, man. We need people to tell us the real. I don't need nobody to pacify me. And look, I'm human just like anybody else. Somebody tell me something that I know is true. I don't like the shit all the damn time, but when you sit back and think about it, hey, well, maybe I am doing this because a lot of people saying the same thing. They say the same thing. So maybe I need to take heed to what they saying and try to change some of these things that people say that is making me this type of fella, Now, but at the same damn time, now, you ain't finna make yourself out of a fool for nobody either, preach. You ain't finna make yourself a fool for nobody. But even though we still do that too, and I can speak to that because I've done it numerous times too, made myself out to be a fool for people, and that shit cost me. It didn't cost me big, but it cost me. It did. But that's all right. That's why they say when you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. All right? And keep on walking. Facts. Conservator said, why are our youngest glorifying these rappers today? I wish I knew the answer to that, but then again, I was a knucklehead like that, man. Listening to rap, I thought rap was the best thing, considering all the stuff they was talking about, bitches and hoes and weed and drugs and all this shit. I thought that was some of the best shit that I heard growing up back in the 90s or whatnot. And which it was some good lyrics and good beats, but that's all it was good lyrics and beats. But what was the true meaning behind all that? Other than they probably talking about their life story. That's the stuff they've been through, you know. And a lot of us, it rub off on us. And we'll try to live the life that they rapping about because we thought it was cool what they were rapping about. But when I found my niche in old school music, shit, that's what I stuck with. Old school music. I love old school music. That shit has some meaning to it. Old school music. I love that shit. I love that shit. We talk about Whispers or Earth, Wind, and Fire and all that good shit. Shit. Man, I love that shit. Love that shit. Right? Yeah, they rapping about beef, real beef, and that's what's happening to a lot of them too. They getting fucked up around here because the real beef is causing people to come to their house and doing some real shit. So you're absolutely right about that, brother. Or sis, whoever you is. You damn right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Absolutely. But anyway, guys, well, that's the update I had for y'all today as far as young Ma'Khia goes. You said Chris Thorne show it's timeless. It isn't going out of style. No, yeah, old school ain't going out of style. Yeah, that's why so many rappers sampling they tracks because it ain't going out of style yet. And I tell you, one track, I don't hear many people talking about it, but the girl, the singer, her, I accidentally found that song she did called Damage about a month and a half ago. And I just so happened to listen to it. I said, damn, this girl badass on this song. Until I found out where she's sampling it from. I said, well, let you know she got a piece of soul in her. That song she got called Damage, that's the shit right there. I'm telling you. Then on that video, you see her video, she's coming out of her shell. You know, she ain't wearing them dark ass glasses no more. Got her little skinny petite figure showing, you know, which I'm not really into skinny girls like that, but she has a nice little petite figure in that video. And I said, well, go ahead, her. I salute you, chick. I salute you. Come on out your shell, boo. Because you's a beautiful woman. You's a beautiful woman. What up, Cortez? My man Cortez. What's going on, brother? You know, yeah, old school will never die. He's I love DMS, Ja Rule, Exhibit, and all the new stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just music or, let's say just music or movie or Jesus video game. Yeah. Right, exactly, Chris V. Herb Albert, Make Love in the Rain with Janet Jackson. Man, that's my track too. That's my track too. But all right, guys, that's the update about Ma'Khia Bryant that I got. Everyone got to stay on top of this because I agree with what the lady said on the news thing. A lot of people ain't getting the whole story about this. We're not getting the whole story about this. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked and a lot that needs to be answered. And, you know, hopefully the truth will come out. And then mom, I don't know. I don't know what to say about mom, you know. But we all seen what dad did, so I can't say about mom, but we all seen what dad did. Instead of dad de-escalating the situation, he joined the fray. He didn't get up on the conference like he rapping, you know, doing this shit right here. You know, to me, she was my soul. She was, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Come on, man. All right, guys. Y'all take care of yourself and each other, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.